Good morning, students. Happy Monday. This is our second week of distance learning. And so let's get started. Uh, Unit overview, Rome walkthrough. That's going to be the main thing that we're going to be looking at today. Every unit for the rest of the year, we have a unit overview. And the goal of the unit overview is just that, to give you an overview, a basic understanding of what we're going to be learning. I'll give you guys the essential question that we're going to be answering. There's different learning targets and skills that we're going to be developing. And also with the unit overview, you see there's key vocabulary that we'll be uh, learning as well. And then we do a walkthrough. And basically the walkthrough is just previewing the textbook, looking at the graphics, pictures, and images for our current unit. So we look at maps, we'll look at um, graphics that might show a artifact or a timeline. So we just look at the images and there's questions that go with the images that we're looking at. So for homework, unless you have past work that you haven't finished for my class, um, then you don't have any homework. And for our focus today, understand main objectives of the Rome unit by using critical reading techniques and today's class discussion as a resource. So that's our focus. Just understand the main objectives that we're going to be learning about Rome. So the main goals of what we want to learn at the end of this unit. So let's take a look at the Rome unit overview together. So title, here is some of the knowledge that we want and some of the learning targets. When we look at any civilization, we kind of look at the geography of the area. We look at their economy. How do they make money? We look at politics. We look at religion, social structures. How is their society structured? We look at advancements, achievements in technology. So every civilization, we're going to be looking at these areas. And then here is our learning targets for Rome. Students will be able to explain why the Western Roman Empire fell. Students will be able to explain how religion impacted the Roman Empire. Students will identify and explain the legacies of Rome and the impact they made on the modern world. And so the last one, this word is sometimes new to students, legacies. So anytime during your education, if you don't know a word, copy it, paste it into a new internet browser and learn about it. But today we'll kind of go over it together. So a legacy, typically in the context when someone passes away, their legacy is what people typically may talk about. Like, what are they known for? So, uh, for instance, we have Martin Luther King Jr., who passed away and he's no longer with us. And he was known for living a life that made a huge change for African Americans and civil rights and paving a way for more equality when it comes to the United States. So that's what he's known for. So what was Rome known for? What impact have they made on the modern world? So that leads us into our essential unit question. So we'll have quizzes for each unit, and we'll have an essential question, a really important question. So you want to be able to uh, provide evidence and knowledge from the unit to answer this question. So what are the legacies of Rome, and what impact have they made on the modern world? So what has Rome done that they're famous for, that they're known for, and how has it changed the modern world? So for every unit overview, there's a summary. So in class, I'll give you guys some time to read the summary. If there's ever any words or things that don't make sense, please let me know and I can help you out. Vocabulary. Vocabulary. Here are the key terms for this unit. Some of them you have to look up online. Some of them are in our textbook with the page number. So you would copy this, paste the term, and then go to page 9, and you'll type in the basic definition, and then add some details, some other facts. So this could be 2 to 3 sentences for each of these terms. These terms may not be bolded or highlighted in your textbook. I say it again, these terms may not be bolded or highlighted in your textbook. So as you go through, you have to read and look through that page. So below you'll copy and paste the terms and then fill in the basic definition plus details. So additional facts about that term. So I'm going to give you guys some time today in class to work on your terms, but you may not finish all your terms, and it may become homework. So typically students will finish as much as they can in class, and then over the next few days do a few at home. Here's our walkthrough. So picture if you ever went to movies, usually you maybe watch the trailer beforehand to give you an idea of what to expect in the movie, to see maybe if you even want to go see the movie. So when we do the walkthrough, we are kind of previewing the chapter before really reading everything. And we're just looking at the images, the graphics, the pictures. So trade routes of the Roman Empire is found on page 9. There's a graphic there. And these are 2 questions that you'll answer about that graphic. So this is the graphic in your textbook on page 9. When looking at graphics, read all the words, titles, key, anything that can help you understand that graphic. So I encourage that to make more sense. So all these areas here that is in the green, Rome is the Roman Empire at this time. The red lines are trade. So you have trade routes where goods were transported and traded with different countries, different areas. And here are the things that were traded. So trade routes of the Roman Empire. So let's take a look at the question. Which regions outside of the Roman Empire traded with Rome? So outside the green area, we see Africa and Arabia. We look here, this looks like Asia as well. So you may look at a different map to kind of maybe get an idea of where some of these red lines are coming from. But from what I can see, Africa, Arabia, this is parts of Asia or India. So you would answer that in a complete sentence. Writing your document, you just type it in here. And remember what we learned before, we're going to use complete sentences, and we can use sometimes the same verbiage in our question. So which regions outside of Rome, outside the Roman Empire traded with Rome? The following regions outside of the Roman Empire traded with Rome are, and you can just list them out there. So that's one way that we use the actual sentence or the question, and we can actually use some of the same verbiage to answer our question in the complete sentence. So you're going to make your way to these page numbers in your textbook and answer the questions in the yellow area. So again, I'll give you time in class today. At the beginning of every unit, we have a unit overview. So this is something that we're going to be doing over again. So you have some understanding of what we're going to be studying. And if you don't finish everything, that's all right. Over the next few days at home, just find 10, 15 minutes and just kind of do a little pieces at a time. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And today in our Otis, we posted this underneath August 17th. August 17th. And then there is a student document as an assessment for checking for understanding. So you also see, if you go to assessments, I posted a weekly student document. So each week we'll have a student document that looks just like this, and you'll find the day in a little question or ask you to write a summary. So for this week, after every class, access your weekly student document, go to the date, and then follow the directions in that box for that date. And the yellow areas are where you're going to address or answer the questions or write a summary. So that is what we have for today. And again, any questions, let me know. Please reach out. Let's make it a great Monday and a great rest of your week. Take care.